this has to be one of the maddest title races I've ever seen, or let alone been involved in. It is mental.
Don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts 2 Icons. If you're still enjoying it, of course, smash the like button. Helpful and all that jazz. Today, we've got Champions League draw. We're definitely going to be focusing heavily on the league today. I'm going to do a nice little chunk off camera. Going to try and find a pair of fixtures that are against relatively good sides to come back for, so we get a bit of a battle in today's live comms. But really, our big focus right now is who we're going to get in the next round. So, you can see Arsenal, Bayern, obviously we can't get Juve. So, the teams we could potentially get, Arsenal, Bayern, PSG, Dortmund, or City. That's it, really, because there's two Italian sides in there and Barca, who obviously were in their group. So, it's not going to be easy by any means, but let's give it a crack. I don't know what to expect from this. I think anybody we get it's a step in the right direction for us. We reached this round last year again. We did get through against Real Madrid, but it's going to be an extremely difficult draw. So Bayern and Dortmund both off the table. PSG, PSG are still in there. Arsenal's still in there. So Man City, it's got to be either Arsenal or PSG, hasn't it, really? This is starting to get very interesting. So Swolo will play against Arsenal. Okay, so Swolo versus Arsenal in the Champions League knockout round. Now, Arsenal are weird in this save because they've won the Premier League. They've been a bit all over the place, and they won their Champions League group. They do look good there. Where do they sit in the Premier League currently? 5th, under David Wawruszka. I don't know who that is. Who's he managed? So in real life, he's currently the manager, well, he's actually not, I don't think. He may be the manager of Slovan Liberec, not entirely sure. Then went to Victoria Pilsen, then Benfica, but now the brand new, essentially, Arsenal manager. Very interesting indeed. So they currently sit 5th in the Premier League, just behind Spurs, with Everton having a much better season. It's very Merseyside, but Arsenal have won 2 of the last 3 Premier Leagues. They're certainly no mugs. They've got Mason Greenwood through the middle. That is going to be a very, very difficult tie indeed. But that's what we're going to be coming back for. No, it's not what we're talking about. We've got some lovely group stage game. No, that's not true at all either. Serie A stuff coming up very soon. Hey, look, I did it without changing shirt. The face cam didn't delete itself. Touch wood. Back in a sec, friends. Now, we've just had our Champions League draw for the knockout phases, and no doubt many of you will support clubs that will be in various different knockout tournaments this season. So if you want to stay on top of all of those things, you want to get yourself the OneFootball app. You'll get a live notification whenever there is any draw that matters to the teams that you support and any others around Europe and the rest of the world. And then when your team is in the competition, you'll be able to stay on top, getting all of the lineups for the matches, up-to-date stats, statistics, all the good stuff. So once again, a massive thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, and you can download the app for free with the link in the top line of the description. Right then, we're back. Honestly, this has to be one of the maddest title races I've ever seen, or let alone been involved in. It is mental. But first up, we went at home to Udinese. Hansen's ball in, and Udinese took the lead after 33 minutes. I was a bit concerned about this because they've been pretty decent at this point in the season. But then in the 67th minute, Lanza getting the ball out on the right-hand side, pops it through, goes in, and there was Magnus Nissen to make it 1-1. And I thought, you know what, we get a draw here. It's not the end of the world for us. But in the 78th minute, some nice work there, eventually ends up on this left-hand side. Sorry, no, it doesn't. What I'm talking about. Sigurd Jonsson puts the ball through, and there was Nissen for 2-1. A brace from Magnus Nissen is exactly what we needed right there. Him and Lanza, particularly him actually, over this period of matches, have been absolutely unstoppable. 2-1, really good result. Definitely deserved it in the end, but it took a little while to get going. Next up, it was away against Sampdoria, a team who really tormented us last season. 40 minutes in, though, Bruno getting the ball on this side, pops it across, Lanza, big header from him, 1-0 to Sassuolo, exactly what we needed. But before half-time, we had a little bit of extra stuff here. Candido pops the ball here, Granados with the ball over the top, the defender slide tackles it past his own goalkeeper, and provides an easy finish for 2-0 from Magnus Nissen. But again, just a very strong performance, thoroughly deserved the win. Again, Nissen and Lanza absolutely running the show for us in this match, and a very, very strong result against a slightly more struggling Sampdoria side. However, in our next game against high-flying Atalanta, we had a bit of a struggle bus in this way in many ways. Great stuff on the edge of the box here. Comes to Lanza, and inside a minute, we took the lead. But it was not going to be an easy game for us by any means, as on the half-an-hour mark, Pertino's ball over the top, simple finish for Neto, made it 1-1 here. And I started to get a bit concerned at that point. But then, 36 minutes into the game, some nice passing on the edge of the box here. Ball bounces out wide. Eventually comes to Granados, who hammers it into the top corner for 2-1 on 36 minutes. All looking good for us at that point. However, at that point, we then gave the ball away. Verde was put through in the 55th minute and found an equaliser for Atalanta again, and they were very much in this game at this point. It was going toe-to-toe with them, and it took until the 74th minute. A great ball in from Granados comes through. Sigurd Jonsson on the end of it for 3-2 to Sassuolo. We really did need that. We then won a penalty. Granados dispatched 4-2. He was outrageous in this game. Granados got 2 goals and 2 assists in this match. He is having the season of his life. But yeah, a much more tough game, and we sort of just ran away with it towards the very end, but Atalanta gave us a hell of a journey. Next up, it was away against Roma. 75 minutes on the clock. Baris Aslan gets the ball here, and I mean, it's just a very weak shot that Milosevic bundles into his own net, essentially, in the end, for 1-0 to Roma. Very, very disappointing. But then, in the 85th minute, Glavash driving away with the ball, picks out a lovely ball for just off the bench Lombardo, drives it home, 1-1. We'll take it. I think we possibly could have had more on the night here, but we'll accept results like that when things don't quite go our way, and it was nice to see us at least pull out the draw. Next up, at home to Milan, we were brilliant. Double little headers in here. Ferrer puts it in. 1-0 Milan at that point. We'd already missed a penalty up the other end right before that, but then our passing just took over. Some gorgeous passing play from us in this game. Bruno getting the ball, whipping it through. Lancer with a great header at the back post, equalises for us at home, and we just kind of took over from that point onwards. Some of the passing was just gorgeous from us, picking out little lovely passes in between the play. Granados slides it through. Lanza pops it across. There was Magnus Nissen, 2-1 before half-time to Sassuolo, and in the second half, they just could not handle us. Some of the lovely little passing again. Quarto waits for the overlapping run. Mihilchair pops it inside for Glavash, picks a gorgeous ball around the side. Nissen in again. 3-1 Sassuolo, comfortable. We made a pretty good Milan side look very, very average in this game, and Magnus Nissen again was fantastic. We then had an outrageous game against Cesena. In the cup, they are bottom of Serie B at the moment. Ball over the top. Nissen into the box. Slots it home for 1-0 to us after just 5 minutes. But it was -7 in the snow and rain here, and it did not affect us one tiny little bit. Believ with another gorgeous ball through the middle. Defender misses it. Glavash hammers it home for 2-0 on 90 minutes. I wanted to progress a bit more in the cup this year. I was going to play some of the youngsters, but a lot of them had left on various international tournaments. Then Candido's ball in. 3-0 through, of course, Lancer on the half an hour mark. But we were not done by any means. Lancer then picking up the ball, driving towards the defenders, pops it around the side for Pavlish, who hammers one home for 4-0 before half-time against these guys. Now, I realise they're Serie B, but they're not exactly non-league, are they? Then Nissen dispossessing the defender, driving towards the goal on the hour mark, and slotting us 5 goals to the good. This is the kind of performance you want to see from the lads, but we still had one more sting in the tail. 80th minute, Laercio's ball in, Lombardo's header, 6-0 Sassuolo. Easy the biggest win we've had since we took over. I know they're a Serie B team, but you know full well that last season we'd have probably won this game 1-0. We just took over. And in the final of our off-camera games, we hosted 15th place Torino. Belder was getting run ragged through most of this game. Pavlish's ball in, Lancer's header, 1-0 Sassuolo. Had to revert to a bit of a Sassuolo special in this one, despite all the shots and chances we had in this game. Couldn't really take advantage of it beyond that, but hey, the win is the most important thing. And that's how the league looks. I said it was tight. This is mental. There is 1 point separating the top 3, and that is, mental by itself. But it's the points tallies that the top 3 have. 50, 49, and 49. We are halfway through the season, and we have 3 teams that could be looking at close to 100 points this year if they carry on like this. There is a 15-point gap between 3rd place Juventus and 4th place Napoli. We're also 18 points now inside the Champions League places. It's just a fantastic season, and I really think we're actually underperforming in many ways. We comfortably top the league for XG against... We're second best defence in terms of XG, but again, we've conceded more than we should have done. It's crazy how good we have been this season. Just be nice for us to score a few more goals in some of those games, but we're still scoring a hell of a lot more than last season and just looking ruthless in games. Couple of sad bits of news though. Uriarte tore a thigh muscle and is out for 3 months. He's missed basically all of these games in this period, but it doesn't seem to have affected us too badly. We've been able to rotate other people in. Milivoyev's dropped into defence a lot more over this period. On to a pair of league games today. I chose these pretty well in the end. I was just trying to choose a pair that looked like they might be quite good together. Well, we've got Benevento away and then Napoli up next. Benevento, high-flying Benevento as well, with 30 points on the board, 6th in the league. I mean, Roma are 11th. What is going on? But today, Benevento away. They are a surprisingly good side, actually. Now, we are obviously top of the league, but, I mean... With that being the case, I might just actually leave it exactly how it is because my assistant wants to bring back in Moscatelli. I won't do that, of course. Unfortunately, Granados has had an injury over this period, which I think will still see him be out. Yes, he is, unfortunately. I can't remember the broken rib. That was the injury. He'll miss a couple more weeks. I think he'll be back for our Arsenal games, thank goodness. But Glavash has done a decent job of settling in there as well. Literally, the only part of this team that I am even slightly unhappy with at the moment is this left side with Candido. He is providing assists and is the top assister in the team, but he has to have scored goals by now. It's kind of of crazy how he's been unable to do that, considering he's actually got reasonably good finishing and composure for a left-sided player. But yeah, I mean, look at this. He should have scored 4 goals by now, and he's got 0. That's crazy, but hopefully he can turn that around in the second half of the season, because really, he's the only part of this team that's underperforming at the moment at all. It's kind of nuts that even with the run we're on, we're still second in the form standings because of Lazio. Juventus have just been looking like they might drop some points, just struggling to get quite such big wins as they were before. So, away at Benevento, we've got 2 very difficult games today. Away at a team just about on the edge of those European spots, and at home against a team who are occupying that final Champions League spot. Not going to be easy, but really, I have to back us to win both of these, or at least take 4 points. That's my sort of goal for these 2 games. So it's if it was tied 3-way, we might have more of a chance, honestly, but it's going to be a tough one for us. I think if we're going to win this title this year, it might end up having to be on points. Candido's in. Can he? Oh, that was a big chance from Candido. But that title race has just been changing hands constantly over the last period of matches. A team drops a single point and they immediately slip to third in it, and then they have to dig themselves back out of the hole again. Pavlich, Glavash, it's a dangerous pass to Candido, but he's in again. Oh, lovely pick out. Oh, Quarto couldn't quite finish it off. Juventus have taken the lead in their game, and as a result, they have now gone top of the division. Good clearance. Lanza can bring this down, and he's got to look beyond. Please, Pierangelo. Actually, that's really nice from him. Just holds the ball up, and now he's got to turn a pace. Flying down there like an enormous giraffe, galloping down that right-hand side. Candido's gone back post. Nissen! Good block. Happy with us so far. Much like, it's basically following the same pattern as most of our games in this period have been. Hello? Did Nissen just get absolutely wrecked there by the defender? Candido into the box. Can he square it for someone? He finds Jan Bruna. I really do like us playing out from the back. I've never really made that work with the team before, but it just feels like we've got such good passes of the ball in our defence that they actually can pull it off and play some lovely football to get it out and keep possession. Lanza now. Back for Quarto. Lanza can maybe pop one across. Finds Candido and it's blocked again. Well, half-time, we've definitely been the better of the 2 sides, but still a little bit unconvincing. Normally in a game like this, what I would be tempted to do is go more attacking. The difference is usually we have a lot more possession than we've had today. Benevento have done well to keep hold of the ball more. There has yet to be a shot for either side in this second period, which is a bit concerning. But hopefully it's just us measuring ourselves out. And this is the thing, Benevento really do like to play it out from the back. It's much like we do. And that can be causing us problems sometimes. We've got to be careful that they don't find a little space. And we've failed to do it. Unless there's one last moment here. Sigurd Jonsson, out wide for Blessing. We've got 5 seconds. We're going to be in the attacking third. So at least we'll find one more chance here. Jan Bruna now. Can he find the... Really, referee? What a joker. I mean, it's not to suggest that we would have scored it, but are you serious? Loads of players in the box about to deliver a cross, and the referee's like, nah, don't need to do that, buddy. Disappointing. Honestly, second half, just nothing from us at all. Shocking, really. I mean, it's nice to be able to say that this is a shocking performance compared to what it was like last season when a shocking performance was us losing 4-0 to someone. Yeah, not probably one of our worst performances attacking-wise for a while as well. Didn't give up much defensively, but just couldn't seem to get anything going forward. It is disappointing to drop off the top, though, but the bonus is Lazio lost to Atalanta, so that at least keeps us 2 points clear of them. So... all 3 of us are at home today. Juventus host Samp, who are not having a good year. Lazio, though, host Roma, who are also not having a good year. We have definitely got the toughest game of the 3 teams in there right now, but I fancy us. I still do. That was definitely bad against Benevento, but it happens from time to time. We're still looking very, very strong. Right, so Believ, unfortunately, is suspended, and we have got a little bit of a lack of fitness in places here, but we're going to have to just kind of go through it and get through this last game here. I still want to start Dinko Pavlich, though, even though he is lacking a tiny little bit of fitness. Hodrino will come in. Mihilchea, that will be fine. I am tempted to start Rivas for today. No, do I? Like, Candido still plays poorly sometimes, but Rivas has done even worse. That's the one position in our team that still needs a little bit of work, but Granados nearly back too, which is nice. We're definitely lacking a few players, but hopefully we can get them back soon. We need to get back, I say back to winning. We're unbeaten in ages, but like having those 0-0s against Benevento is not ideal. I don't think it helps though having to play Quarto deeper and then Glavash further up as a result of that, and I think Granados is definitely the man for that attacking midfield role at the moment. I just want to see us be better than we were against Benevento in the last game. We do have a slightly weakened side in places as a result of that. With Hodrino coming in, he's complaining and wants to go out on loan, which is a bit of an issue because we don't really have the space to do that. He's not going to be able to get the shot away, but he could maybe... Oh, okay, don't do that. Or what on earth? Unless Nico... Oh my God, what a strike! At least we've got a bit more possession so far. Pavlich is free. Oh! This has got odd Spal vibes. That 3-0 we had against Spal had a lot of moments like that in the game where we were just right there but just couldn't seem to win the ball off them. Ball whipped in. So relatively... Goodness me. Lewis Ward gives Napoli the lead, and yeah, it's got a lot of vibes very similar to that Spal game where they just will not win a tackle. I mean, there is really no complaints, but he has to block the cross. So much space there. And then, honestly, Milosevic has to save that as well. It's right at him. Ah, dear, right. Still plenty of time to come back, but that's the first we've really seen from Napoli in this match. Candido now driving forward straight after the kickoff. Quarto round the side for Lanza. Oh, he is just, I don't know. The man eats those for dinner every time, and he can't do it in that time. He might be going for goal. No, goes for Bruno. That's nice, actually. It takes a few people out the game. Can Bruno pick a cross out? He finds Pavlich. Bruno, Glavash blocked again. Drops it short for Pavlich. He's got to find Candido, and he does. Lovely first touch. Can take his man on now. Again, men arriving in the box. Plenty of them, too. Whips it through. Quarto's header. Another big save by Ruben Ilson. The pressure's mounting from us, but we just can't seem to take our chances. Glavash. Bruno again. Oh, we need that little run down the side, maybe. Bruno into the box now. Got someone to pull this back for. Candido blocked. Cleared away again. That is an unbelievable pass. I actually thought it was so bad it was good almost. Candido. Bruno again. Lanza's header. And it's saved. Glavash. Back for Lanza. Can he cut inside and shoot maybe? He has to shoot eventually. Blocked again. I think they get a bit confused between each other. Leonardo. Clayton Kelly. Good defending. Hold the ball up. Well played. And it's cleared. And blocked. And 2 shots, 2 goals. Incredible. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. I just don't know what to tell you. They've had 2 shots, both of which have been goals. That could have been a penalty, honestly. Yeah, couldn't score against Benevento. And Henny out. I mean, there's nothing the keeper can do about that, but really? As Juve now take the lead as well. Mihilchea ball through. Nissen's in. Yes! Finally, we managed to get the goal that we needed. Sassuolo 1, Napoli 2. We're back in the game. Magnus Nissen with his 15th goal of the season now. So he's hit the 15-goal mark that I was looking for. Lovely original pick-out, actually, from Mihilchea to just pop this in behind. But he does take his time over it and actually gets the original one blocked. And the second one's a lot harder, but he puts it in right on the stroke of half-time. We're back in this game, thank Christ. Pops into the channel for Lanza again. Can he find Nissen a second time? Into the box. Glavash. Nissen. He can't switch, though. He can't... Oh. We're on the side for Clayton Kelly. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, you just, I don't know. Angry sipping intensifies, eh? Now it's Taylor from the spot for Napoli. And it's 3-1 to Napoli. Every shot on target is a goal. Oh, God. Oh, well, we've had this happen. We seem to be good for that every sort of 10-15 games. It was the Spal game all over again, where every shot they had on target was a goal. Yeah. When we gave them a penalty, what do we expect, really? Yeah, so I don't know. I have no words. Recchia cleared away, and Nissen will pick this up. He's got players around him. Has to find the right pass, and that's a good one for Lanza. He's got option. Oh, I sound like a seagull then. An angry seagull. One that's about to steal your chips. That's me right now. Mingo, right, get out to him. You know, Pavlich, Glavash, Nissen. Rather side for Candido. He'll miss this too. He didn't miss it! It's Sassuolo 2, Napoli 3, and Candido scores his first goal of the season. The amount of times he's been in that position. He's like the anti-Lanza in many ways, the player I just never expect to score when put in that position. It's a great first touch, just slots it past the goalkeeper on the near side. Sassuolo 2, Napoli 3. Right, we go again. Subs maybe in a minute, though. Doku now, to the edge of the box. Go and win it off of him. Yes, and yes again. Okay, Quarto, time for a breakaway. Nissen, he's got support on the right-hand side through Lanza. He's a bit tired, but he can hold this ball up at least long enough to get us a chance. Maybe he can go back post for Candido again. He finds him again! Oh, but then you can't always get what you want in those situations, and Lazio actually turn it around against Roma as well. I don't know, just one of those things. First half pressure, concede a couple of goals, bam, 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 and all of a sudden you've got a hole you dig yourself out of, and normally we would, but today was not our day. Right, I wanted 4 points from those games, we got 1. That's suboptimal, but still, we're in a good position in the league, but that's not great. Could have done without that now, as we now do find ourselves 4 points off the top of the league, and still comfortably in the 3rd spot, obviously, but that's what title-winning teams need to win games like that. Look, Fiorentina were able to beat Benevento 3-0, and yet we couldn't score against them. Oh well, we're going to have to pick ourselves back up after that. Disappointing, but we move on, I suppose. I'm fairly certain that was the first game this season that we hadn't scored in. Oh no, that's not true. We lost 3-0 to Spal, didn't we? Those were the only 2 games this season that we haven't scored in. It's certainly a good sign, but not ideal going forward. So obviously next episode is going to be Arsenal as we try to focus our attention on the Champions League. But there's some more winnable games coming up there with Frosinone, Cagliari, Fiorentina. Oh, Fiorentina are quite good now. okay, fair one. And obviously Juventus in the Coppa Italia, but like, let's face it, we've got very little chance. Well, you never know. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode in spite of that, drop a like on the video. That would be lovely. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to That Would Be Gorgeous. Stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, so forth too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Champions League. We get a respite from the league by playing Arsenal. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.
At the end of the day, she's gone.